Hey, welcome to the APB cooking show. Today we're making some pizza.
So today we've decided to make a pepperoni pizza. So we have our pepperoni, our marble cheese, our pita, our organic tomato sauce, and then we have our items, which is a cheese grater, a chef's knife, and then we have the pan in the back to put the pizza on.
Alright, thing number one, wash hands. You're gonna wanna really good wash them. Get some nice soap on there. Rub them together. Over top, in between. You got the nails. I don't know, scratch them against your palm. And I guess you just keep going for a little bit. It's almost a minute, I'm assuming. And then you put it back under. Wow. My hands are clean. Oh boy. Alright. So now that our hands are all clean, we can get to the shredding of the cheese part. So what you're going to want to do, use this side of the cheese grater. These ones, I don't even know what they're for. Just put the cheese grater there on your little plate where you want to catch your cheese, and yeah, you just shred it like this. And eventually we'll get to the point where the cheese will be pizza-able. You're going to want to get a lot of this, you can't be too generous with the cheese. If you get too much cheese, it's not that bad. I mean, cheese is always good. Especially on a pizza. I mean, you can't go wrong with cheese. It's more, the sauce. It doesn't really matter how many cups. You just want to get a good amount for a nice pizza. A little pan pizza. And yeah, this is clearly the right way to shred the cheese. If you do it any other way, you're just not gonna get the full cheese spread. It's not gonna have the wide angle. I mean, if you do it this way, you just miss out on the sides, and then you're just stuck with that. And oh, that's beautiful. Alright, now that we have our perfectly grated cheese, let's move on to our pepperoni. So, what you want to do with your pepperoni when you're cutting it is you want to grab it nice and firmly, and then you want to kind of angle it a little bit and then slice into it like butter. Alright. Now that we have our little chunk of pepperoni here, we're going to want to curl our fingers, put our knife in, and cut right through until you have little slices. Those are the best kind of slices for a pizza. So you're going to want to do that a couple extra times until you get right down to the little edge at the end. And that'll be another slice, and then you just keep on cutting through, make them as thin as possible, or as thin or thick as possible, or depending on what you want. And then when it gets too small, you just kind of give up and then you eat it. Alright, now that we have our grated cheese and our pepperoni, let us move on to our simply organic tomato sauce. So we're going to get about 1/8 cup is good for one small pita like this. And then what you want to do is when you get that, you just want to pour it right into the middle. Then, once you do that, you're going to want to spread it all around. Spread it all around the pizza. Again, I mean, you can put as much sauce or as little sauce as you want. I mean, it's all up to you. I mean, anything really qualifies as pizza if it has pepperoni and cheese at this point. So, you just kind of spread it around, and then when you feel like it's a pretty good spread, you can start putting your other toppings on it. So, it is almost about spread now. That looks pretty good, I'd say. I mean, you can just do this with a spoon. You can do it with your hands if they're clean. I mean, why not? Not everyone wants to grab a spoon because, that's work. Who wants to go into your drawer and pick out a spoon? So, now that you've done that, you're going to want to grab your cheese and pepperoni. So, of course, you're going to always want to put your pepperoni before the cheese, clearly because you want a surprise when you bite into it. You don't want to know if you're biting into a piece of pepperoni or not. You want to be a surprise. Now that you got your pepperoni, you can spread it out a little bit, put it where you want. And the best part of the cheese, you get some handfuls of the cheese. I mean, again, it's all up to your choice. Pepperoni, how much cheese? I like to go a lot of cheese, so we grated quite a bit for this. You just kind of want to spread it all over the place. Gets on the table. I mean, who cares? You can easy clean up. That's fine. Then you want to, once you get it all on there, you want to spread it around so it's evenly spread. Make sure the pepperoni is concealed because again, you want the surprise factor of the pepperoni. And just kind of scrape the rest on there. You know what? That looks pretty good. Alright, now that we have our spectacular pizza, we're going to preheat the oven now, actually. But you probably should do this before you do the rest of the steps. I mean, this is a pretty crucial part. I mean, depends on how much you want to wait. You could look at this nice raw pizza all day, but you know, now we're gonna wait 15 minutes at 400 degrees, preheat it, and we're just gonna wait now. Alright, our oven is now pre-cooked to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's wait, hold on. Number one, gotta get the oven mitt, the one oven mitt. We're gonna hold on again 1 more second. We're gonna have to put the pizza on our little tray first. So lightly pick up your little tray or your little pizza, put it on your little tray. I mean, there's a little piece of cheese. You don't forget the little pieces of cheese on the plate. You don't want to lose any of that. That's the best part. So now you've done that. Now you're gonna want to grab your oven mitt. Open the very nice warm oven. Pull out the rack. Grab the little thingy. Put it about, you know, relatively in the middle of the oven rack. Put it in. Close the door. See you later. We're gonna go now wait another probably, you know what, let's say 15 minutes. 15 minutes seems like a good idea. So we're gonna put the timer on for 15 minutes. You know what, scratch that. No, yeah, 15 minutes, that's cool. And now we're gonna go wait again. Alright, now after 15 minutes, we can pull the wire rack out, pull out our pizza, our single pizza, and put it up top. Leave it to cool for a couple minutes, and then you can eat it whenever you want. Alright, and now once it has cooled off enough for you to eat it, you're going to want to grab a pizza cutter. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you cut it with. You can just eat a hole like this. You can cut it with a knife. I mean, if you have it on hand, pizza cut is the best. And you just want to kind of cut it. Well, we're actually going to want to move this onto a cutting board or a flat surface. And then you're going to want to just put it in, roll back and forth a little bit until you got it in half. So you can cut it in fourths so it's easier to cut too, or eat. And once you got that, you're done, you got your pizza, you can eat that very nicely. I mean, you can put whatever toppings on, and there's how you make a basic pizza.